welcome to Buzzboostertv. Today we are going to give an example of direct marketing, a company that is doing really well on YouTube and a very cool tool for you.
Oh yeah, that's right. So first off, Shahar, I wanted to show you, I got this in the mail the other day. It's an oversized postcard.
Really oversized.
Really
I've never seen one
oversized.
so big.
And I thought there were several elements here that I thought would be cool to share with you guys. But mostly, first of all, it's an oversized postcard. Most postcards you get are like a 4x6, which is like a little square like that.
Yeah.
But this right off the bat has an offer. Then it has a date that it expires, so to instigate urgency. If you flip it over, it has another offer there for you to take with you, and it gives you a free guest pass. So if you don't want to go on your own, because it might be kind of weird to go to the gym by yourself to try this out, you bring a friend along and you share it with them. So now they're doubling up this postcard for them.
Yeah.
They also have, of course, over here it talks about the same when it expires, and it gives you more information. So it's very neat, very nicely done, especially compared to some of the other junk that we get out there.
And you know, direct mail can be a very good option for your business. First, because with the recession, there's not a lot there that you're getting, so less noise.
Yes.
If you compare, for example, with online marketing, there's a lot more noise out there, right? And the fact that you have an offer, you create some sense of urgency, and you tell them to share the information about your company is a very good thing, right?
Yes.
Cool. Let me talk to you about another company.
Tell me.
This is a local company, by the way. It's called Orabrush.
Where is local?
Local is in Utah.
Utah.
Yeah, and it's a company that makes brush for you to brush your tongue.
Oh.
So a cool little thing. Now, they're becoming one of the biggest cases on YouTube. Their videos have millions of viewers.
More than Blendtec.
Well, I guess so, because this is a very young company. I think, if I'm not wrong, they're about 1 year old.
Wow.
Well, and they have really thousands and thousands of subscribers on their YouTube channel. Not only the videos themselves are very cool, but they also have the form there, so you can order yours for free. You pay shipping, and you can get your own Orabrush. So it's pretty cool. It's huge what they're doing on YouTube. Of course, the videos, if you compare to Blendtec, like you were saying, they are more polished, so there is more budget for the film itself, while Blendtec did the first videos with $50.
So I actually wanted to ask, what are they doing right?
Well, everything on YouTube is right. They've been sponsoring channels. The videos are clever with a flavor of humor, which is always easier for you to become viral. And they have the form right there on their YouTube channel, so you can order to capture the lead. So pretty cool.
That's
now,
nice.
That being said,
what are they doing wrong?
Well, I think that if you're going to amaze your audience in order to get attention, you would be nice to do before, during, and after.
So
well,
amaze them and keep amazing them.
Yes. So, for example, because they're becoming this huge thing on YouTube, it's easy to the before. It's easy because it grabs the attention by people sharing about you or word of mouth, and this is always the best kind of marketing. Then the videos are cool, the pages are cool. You have the form there, everything cool. Now, then they send you this Orabrush.
Okay.
Okay.
You see that?
Very cute. I haven't opened yet because I wanted to show you guys first.
Yeah.
It came in an envelope. There was absolutely no brochure or any printed material telling me a little bit more about Orabrush and how my life will change by using this little thing. Of course, they do have something in the packaging, but I could use some more information right there and then, especially with bigger fonts, because I cannot read that.
Nothing. I actually saw the envelope. Nothing really to say beyond, okay, here's the product that we promised you from YouTube, go get some more. Nothing to go say, hey, take this to a friend and let them know about this.
Yes.
Nothing that I can take with me aside from this.
That's exactly what I was going to say. They didn't include any coupons there at all.
No.
Like, you know, you would assume I have a family with me, so why not share this with everybody else? Why I'm going to be the only one without bad breath in my family?
Yeah, exactly. Like these guys, they gave me an offer, but they also gave me a guest pass for me to bring a friend with me.
Yeah.
Why don't these guys in the envelope put something to say, hey, Shahar, look what I got. You know, you can get one too. Just go to Smith's or whatever grocery store, and here's a little coupon for you to try it out.
Yes, of course. So since people online, they are sharing the videos like crazy, which is awesome. Why not allow them also to share offline and send to people that might not be on YouTube, might not be watching their videos, and I could have some coupons just to pass around and say how cool it is. After all, I haven't seen many brushes for your tongue to this day. It's a cool thing, but I'm not going to walk with this around, so it would be nice to have some coupons.
And beyond that, remind me, because I watched the video, well, I didn't, she did, but you watched the video, and it instigated you enough to fill out the form on the side and get the brush. But hey, a few days went by, you get the envelope in the mail, nothing else in there also to remind you of the reasons why you should use this. But chances are a lot of people will fill it out just because it's something for free, and hey, everyone likes free. But hey.
But since they are forking the cost here, why not make sure they are going to keep converting? So everything done right to the moment you get the brush itself, but then you should be sure that if you're giving something for free, any kind of ethical bribe, you need to make sure you're going to convert that in upselling, either to them or to people connected to them.
And then Shahar, I bet they're also failing on the follow-up. Have you received an email afterwards?
No.
At least after a few days. I mean, they could have a sequence in place that after so many days that you receive the brush, say, hey, have you tried out the brush? Do you have any questions about the brush? Did you know that you use it this in this way?
Exactly. So far I haven't seen any email communication. But, you know, despite that, they did an awesome job.
Well, they did a really good job.
So for you, what's in it for you here? You need to amaze and get the attention of your audience before, during, and after. Don't forget the after. You might be leaving a lot of money on the table by not doing that. I have something else to say.
She always has something to say.
Well, you know, we use Ustream to stream our webinars, right?
Yes.
So almost every week, by the way, if you go to buzzbooster.com, you can get to know which is the one for this week. We do webinars and we use Ustream, and it's been an amazing tool for us.
It has been great, yes.
That's been really great because you have that real-time flavor in what you're doing, and they see you, people either like you or don't like you. Well, now they released the feature of pay-per-view. And I think you should pay attention to that because it's a very cool opportunity to businesses.
Tell me why.
Well, they had a while ago when they were in beta testing with a non-profit, for example, and it was the first time they did live streaming, and they did a fundraising activity using pay-per-view. And if I'm not wrong, they got on that day $1,500 just coming from the Ustream pay-per-view. Well, now that's available to all of us. So if you are a coach or a consultant, if you give trainings, if you give teleseminars, webinars, it might be interesting. Even if you want to have a paid membership where people pay per view somehow, like that could be a possibility.
Yes.
So check it out, Ustream pay-per-view feature.
Check it out because there are so many things that you can do with this tool. A lot of times people don't do memberships and things like that because of the technology involved. And this allows them to have offer those things without having to worry so much about the technology because it's already being made available by them.
Yeah, so it's one more way to package your knowledge and get some money for that knowledge, and people will be able to consume that, and I think they will gladly pay for that.
Yes, I think so too. So now I have a tool for you, Shahar. Well, you know, in business, oftentimes sometimes it's hard. Like we were talking about Orabrush and stuff, where they're not doing the follow-up afterwards, or they'll do a follow-up, they'll give a call, but they'll leave it at that. They let prospects fall through. It doesn't really work because they don't have a system in place to make it work, to help them with that process, to facilitate that. And so there's a tool that we use called, it's a CRM, a customer relationship manager. A free tool that we use is called vTiger. It's open source, meaning any one of you can use it. If you basically for free, you can try it out. You can keep using it for free. You don't have to just try it.
It's open source.
Anyway, so you use it to manage your clients, and if you have a campaign going on, let's say you send out an oversized postcard, you can put it in there, the progress, if you get any leads, you track it all. It gives you reminders of when you need to follow up with someone. It lets you know at a glance what's to come, things like that. It's a fantastic tool for you to use,
Events
especially
that you might have.
events that you might have. A lot of times small business owners, they think that because they're small, they don't have or they can't use these tools, but in reality, if they did use those tools, it would get them up here much quicker than they expect, simply because it allows, if really takes a lot off their shoulders and help them.
Yes, and you know, one important thing with the small businesses is to understand you have to put systems in place while you are small, so you grow in a more organized way. It's a lot easier than wait until you have, I don't know, 20, 30 employees and then try to structure all that. In fact, we are doing this with one of our clients. It's a lot more work when you're already growing. So, and like open source allows you, even with a very small budget, to do that, because you might have to pay just somebody to install that for you. Now, creating a place where you control your clients and you know what kind of campaigns you have in process, how many steps you have following a follow-up sequence, makes everything easier. So follow-up, for example, that is a huge issue for businesses. With this kind of software, it just becomes a lot easier.
A lot easier. And also because a lot of times, so they'll have an autoresponder in place where it has messages to follow up, and then they think that that is their CRM. And in reality, that's just one component of, hey, the follow-up. But that's it. It's not tracking anything else about that client. And so having a CRM in place where you can track each and everything that each client, everything that client has purchased, any campaigns that they have received, any additional campaigns that you might, marketing campaigns that you might put in place for them to
sales contacts,
sales contacts, follow up, and all of that.
All of these things you could. So say one more time where they could get that.
vtiger.com.
Yes.
No. Yes.
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 Or Google vTiger and you're going to get it. Okay. That's all for today, right?
That's all
We're
I
running
have
out
for
of
today.
time. I hope you enjoyed these tips, and don't forget to check our coaching program at buzzinnercircle.com. See you next time.
See you there.